Hai Prof.Nizam, Prof. Ir.Nizam, M.Sc, DIC, Ph.D, Sains.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Semangat pagi, salam sehat, salam sejahtera untuk kita semua. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, salam kebajikan. Good morning, everyone. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to appreciate UNESCO and Korika for hosting this very important webinar and meetings regarding the AI, especially the artificial general intelligence, more specifically large language models such as ChatGPT that has come to its existence and disrupts many things that we are here today. So please allow me to share screen to give my presentations on fostering and raising awareness on AI ethics for research and educations. First of all, just a brief overview of the scale. Indonesia is a big country with 276 million populations, with 353 million cellular mobile connections and 212 million internet users. It's a big number, and many of the populations, 60%, are very keen to are active in social media. And they spend almost 8 hours a day. We spend almost 8 hours a day on the internet. And it's a lot more than watching televisions. And out of that 7 hours, 3 hours are spent on using social media. Only 1 hour reading news, and another hours listening to music. So this gives you a broad overview of what we do with the internet. So internet is still more for leisure and social connection than for learning new things. Many new technological trends are now taking shapes, from AI, metaverse that is now declining, on blockchain, which is still very dynamic, computing, quantum computing, which is now in its very infancy stage. And with the coming of the AI, we also expect hyper automations and datafications. And with that also the challenge of frauds, the challenge of hoax and many things. So digital immune system is part of the new trends in technology, and also cloud computing and cloud storage. Now we live in the era of Industry 4.0, where many of the jobs are shifting, disappearing, and new jobs are coming. And the most promising, at the same time challenging new technology that will disrupt our jobs are AI, which play more and more bigger role. And this year, especially in the past 2 years, last year and this year, we see the maturity of AI, especially AGI, artificial general intelligence, through large language modeling, take the society by surprise. We believe that AI actually can help and make us better. As with any industrial revolutions, new technology brings our life to the next level to make us more human, hopefully. So the challenge of digital transformations in this disruptive era, there are millions of jobs that will be disappearing, but the possibilities of the creation of new jobs is more than the jobs lost. For Indonesia, for instance, McKinsey predicted that 23 million jobs will be disappearing in the next 10 years. But at the same time, the opportunity of up to 47 million new jobs could be created, but many is not yet available today. So we see technology disrupt many things and open up new opportunities for the future. 50% of the world population is under the age of 30. And we see the perceptions of this millennial in what shapes the future is artificial intelligence come on top of their mind, followed by biotechnology, robotics, IoT, and autonomous vehicle. But most millennials believe that technology will create jobs rather than destroying jobs. So this is very interesting and very important. We still have optimism with the coming of technology. Core area of AI technology, we know from automation, automated planning, scheduling, optimizations, machine learning, deep learning, ANN, natural language processing, LLM, large language modeling, computer vision, robotics, knowledge representation and reasoning, social network and graph analysis, augmented and virtual reality, speech recognition, and NLP, automated planning and scheduling and optimizations. So these are areas of AI technology that is currently maturing and expanding rapidly. But I believe that in the next few years, more and more new technology will come and merge with the AI maturity. But as it creates opportunities, AI technology also creates challenge. One, it displays many jobs, and it could means that instead of making our time more productive, but it might also at the same time make our leisure time less than it used to be. And the coming of AI might also make people lose their sense of being unique, because the AI now become almost universally available to assist us. AI system might be used toward undesirable ends, so misuse of AI, and the use of AI system might result in the loss of accountability. So who will be responsible for an autonomous vehicle, for instance, if it crash? The success of AI might mean the end of the human race. So this is the doom worries of some prominent scientists. We also face with the deep fakes due to the advancement of AI, both on visual as well as on voice, as well as on the generative large language model. So it is very important for Indonesia to foster and raise awareness on AI ethics for research and educations. First, online rights, the rights to get access to the internet, and we need to regulate the digital platforms. Ethics, what should be done and what should not be done. Tooling for interpretable AI to make AI more inclusive, and we also need to fight for digital bias. Also on technology, what we can do with this AI. and also AI tools for regulation making, and IP protection of AI models as well as law to make sure what is within law and what is outside law, what forbid to be done with this technology. Therefore, we need to improve academic research integrity at the same time with the coming of technology, and also improving the quality and capabilities of higher education institutions as a center of excellence for AI research, and cooperation between university industry for innovative AI research, and increasing community services in AI. These are the general conditions of Indonesian higher education system and its role. With a big populations and aspire to be the seventh largest economy by 2030 and fourth largest economy by 2050, we have the endowment in terms of natural resources and potential of the economic transformations, and with the demographic dividend that we currently entering. So these elements is very important to be optimized, and higher education has a very important and significant role in assuring all those to happen. So in the fourth Indonesian development pillar for 2045, for Indonesian development pillars for 2045, human development and the mastery of science and technology is the first priority of the nations to increase the contribution of science and technology in development through adoption and application of science and technology to science and technological to reach science and scientific and technological independence and capability, and collaboration between university, government, and private sectors, and also how to fund the innovations. So this has been drafted by Bapenas for the next 20 years. Currently in our system, we have around 3,000 higher education institutions under the Ministry of Education, Culture, Research, and Technology, and another 1,000 under the Ministry of Religious Affairs and other ministries. Under the Ministry of Education, there are around 8 million students and around 1.5 million students under other line ministers, other ministries, especially Ministry of Religious Affairs. And we have 250,000 lecturers and professors. So we believe that higher education institutions should be the spring for the development of the nations through its 3 pillars of missions as engine of sustained growth to produce creative and competitive human capital, and backbone for innovations through the 3 mandates or 3 missions of university. One is through educations to prepare for the future leaders, and through research to develop invention, innovations, and development of science, technology, art, and culture, and through community empowerment to bring innovations and human resources from university to empower the community. So strengthening the nation's science and technology system through higher education is something that we aspire to be, to make use science and technology to develop the nation, to increase the capacity of science and innovations and competitiveness through higher education institutions, providing science and technology infrastructure in higher education institution, increasing lectures and student research capacity, and strengthening collaborations with all partners or stakeholders, and strengthening the scientific journals and publications, and the acquisitions of IPRs and patent from our researchers, and downstreaming those IPRs to industries and community. and implementation of human resource development for the community. There are many research schemes that we put in place, basic research, applied research, and developmental research. And this has been based on presidential regulation to focus our research to the National Research Master Plan, which are for, food as priority, energy, health, transportations, engineering, security and defense, maritime, social and humanities, and other research fields. We put that into 5 thematic research. One is to support green economy. Second, for blue economy, given Indonesia 75% are ocean and water. Third is tourism and creative industries, health and medical devices, and also on digital economy. So this is 5 thematics priority that we align our research to be more impactful. On AI, on artificial intelligence, we have quite a number of research that has been funded in the past 4 years, and it shows an increasing trend, research on AI. This is amount of funding, and this is the readiness level of AI research from basic to applied research. And the technical readiness level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So although relatively still limited number in level 7, 8, 9 to come to applications to industries, but it shows a good trend because the basic research also shifting toward higher TRL, and applied research is also increasing toward higher technical readiness level. At TRL 7, 8, and 9, engagement with industry is very important. So this is the concept of academic community to advance culture in support of academic and research integrity. One is through curriculum, commitment, through core values, and also community of research integrity between students, teachers, parents, administrators, and industry and government. And now I would like to discuss a bit about the coming of the OpenAI, introduced last year, end of last year, but it has become a big storm to every one of us. And we see a mixed response from the academic community, from the society, like also in industries. It shows how the ChatGPT has impacted the job posting, and there are mixed response between welcoming OpenAI, the ChatGPT, and denying the presence of OpenAI. So the same in the academic community, we were shocked by Elsevier recognizing ChatGPT as journal authors. This comes late last year, where ChatGPT become one of the authors of publications published at Nurse Education in Practice, published by Elsevier. But not much later comes many publishers ban ChatGPT from co-authoring papers. In Indonesia, also there are mixed response about the coming of ChatGPT. Some universities think of banning the ChatGPT altogether. Some are welcoming ChatGPT, so quite a mixed response between universities. There are major issues regarding LLM or ChatGPT, more specifically, like artificial hallucinations that could bring students or every one of us to to false conclusions or false informations, disinformations, due to the nature of the LLM. And also potential biases on the machine learning, on the feeding of the data into the training process, and also the abuse and misuse of the LLM for a certain purpose, whether that is on marketing or on social and political use, and also replacing jobs. So this is the most feared about by the presence of LLM and ChatGPT. We know that ChatGPT 3.5 already passed the medical test, medical competencies test, and also passed the bar test in the United States. And this is a challenge for educators, how to assure academic integrity and avoid plagiarism and cheating in exam and exercises, homeworks, and many worries that the presence of ChatGPT or large language model could reduce critical thinkings of students as well as lecturers. So we need a new way to develop new literacy, new assessment, new pedagogy with the presence of the new technology. So basically, we need to prepare for new competencies for our students. And there are several strategies in dealing with LLM, ChatGPT. In general, there are three categories of strategies. One is denial. First group is denial, and second group embrace on the coming of the LLM, especially in this case ChatGPT. On the denial groups, there are two ways in dealing with the ChatGPT. One is through technological prevention, like by screening or what is actually done by help with ChatGPT and original creation of human, like the GPT-0, Turnitin, or even now the OpenAI is thinking about watermarking technology to distinguish or to mark which is generated by the LLM and which is original from human creativity. Second, non-technological prevention. This is a more brute way in dealing with the new technology, banning altogether the ChatGPT and back to paper and pencil essay writing, and even banning computer in the classroom. And the second group is embracing on the new technology by creative adaptations. Treat ChatGPT as a tool and ChatGPT as personal assistants to help individualize learning and integrate ChatGPT into learning, but all this need new strategy of teaching and assessment. These are some of our initiatives. One is to develop talent pools for new digital competencies through Campus Merdeka program, is emancipated learning, through micro-credentials on AI, machine learning, cloud computing, cybersecurity, and many other new digital technologies. And second, on research and development, we established University Consortium on AI, IARC, and strengthening IDRAN, Indonesia Research and Education Network, and fostering startups, digital startup, especially AI-based digital startup, and joint facility of supercomputer for AI research. We have 75 petaflops to share for academia. In formal educations, there are more than 1,000 higher education institutions that offer offering digital technology related subjects with 800,000 students, almost 200,000 graduates every year. And also we have Indonesia Cyber Education Institutes as a MOOCs consortium that also have many courses online on digital technology and AI. This is the Emancipated Learning Program, the micro-credentials. We train students from any backgrounds to learn about machine learning, about project management, on deep learning, on cloud computing, cybersecurity, and many other related competencies. And every year we train more than 15,000 students through micro-credentials, one semester full courses closed by a capstone design project. For instance, this Google Bangkit. It is 900 hours training, industrial lab, and project-based certified internationally with capstone design project on machine learning, mobile development, or cloud computing. Same, we also have collaboration with NVIDIA, with Amazon, with Huawei, Aruba, Cisco, and also Microsoft. And university industry partnership in research and development, in hardware, in software, and also in technology. This is the AI Research Consortium of several Indonesian universities. It is growing, the number of universities joining. South Indonesia, Gunadarma, ITP, UGM, Telkom University, UDINUS, ITS, and many others now joining. They share GPU of 75 petaflops. So students from other universities and lecturers can make use of the facilities for their research. So this is centered at the DIC, Education Ministry of Education, Director General of Education, Research and Technology. And the consortium curate who will use the facilities, so we can have more and more case to be solved and enrich the research capacity nationally. The Indonesia AI Research Center become a hub that collaborate also with many partners nationally as well as globally to share resources, to do research together, and to bring cases to solve together. Moving forward, I believe that AI, HEI, LLM will be here to stay and getting better all the time. So there's no other way than to embrace and prepare students and academia to make the best out of this new technology, of this maturing technology, and prevent misuse and abuse of technology. We need to develop new teaching and assessment strategy, develop guidance on the use of AI for teaching and learning. We need a clear regulations on academic integrity, strengthen academic integrity altogether, and develop new creativity or creative use of AI and HEI to develop new economy, new opportunities. And we also need to develop talent pools on the new technology, especially AI, and accelerate research and development in the area. We also need to strengthen collaboration in R&D, both nationally and globally. So with that, I conclude my presentations, and thank you very much for the opportunity to share my presentations. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning.